Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff to get us underway. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Texas's offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the...
Here on third down. To throw, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This time they'll go to the running game. Guys, let's chat a little big picture off. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Burrell. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they have the first points of the game. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Caught close to the marker, it's Coleman. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The sure hands, it's Coleman. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Handoff from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one. Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. And the returner will be dragged down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Easy completion on the shuffle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The sure hands, it's Kane. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reading it in.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. It's Henderson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
On fourth down, going to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Baxter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, better look out! He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on target this time. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here comes the Texas offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen.
Obviously, everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the...
Makes the grab past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Extending the play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bops...
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Suey inside our studio. They're up by 31 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of them.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Butler. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Good timing on the quick out. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Got a man, it's Wingo. Out of bounds he goes, they'll mark it at the 16. The Longhorns are in the red zone. To the air, it's Fafita. Caught over the middle, it's Wingo. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
16. Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Well, look what we have here, guys.